Dark Dan, username. The Wyoming incident, or the Wyoming hijacking, is a lesser-known case of television broadcast hijacking/hacking. A hacker managed to interrupt broadcasts from a local programming channel, believed to serve several smaller communities in the county of Niobrara, and aired his/her own video. The video contained numerous clips of disembodied, human heads showing various emotions and poses. The camera position changed often, usually every 10 to 15 seconds, and the video was often interrupted by a special presentation announcement. This clip is taken from one of these intervals. The video is mostly locally well known, and would probably not even be that popular, if it were not for the effects it had in the few residents who watched it for an extended period of time. Complaints included vomiting, hallucinations, headaches, etc. While some believed it was paranormal, specialists have determined that the cause of these afflictions were frequencies played regularly throughout the broadcast. In this clip, the frequency being played is somewhere between 17 and 19 Hz. This range of frequency, when played for long periods of time, causes the eyes to subtly vibrate, sometimes inducing visual hallucinations. This video is significant in that it is one of the most recent television hijackings. Such actions were rare even in the 80s, search for Chicago Max Headroom incident, and are even more rare today. The hacker has not yet been caught, and all attempts to trace the video have proven futile. Google video link. It's nothing really gross, it's mainly the title screen and a picture. Did this happen? I just learned about the Max Headroom incident too, and I watched the video of that and find that creepy. It spooked me out just watching it on YouTube. I would probably piss my pants if I actually watching DVN that came on. The Max Headroom broadcast signal intrusion was a television signal hijacking in Chicago, Illinois, in the evening of November 22, 1987. It is an example of what is known in the television business as broadcast signal intrusion. The intruder was successful in interrupting two television stations within 3 hours. Neither the hijacker nor the accomplices had ever been found or identified. The first occurrence of the signal intrusion took place during WGN-TV, Channel 9's live telecast of its primetime newscast, the 9 o'clock news. During Chicago Bears highlights in the sports report, the station's signal was interrupted, for about half a minute, by a video of a person wearing a Max Headroom mask, left square bracket 1 right square bracket, standing in front of a swaying sheet of corrugated metal, which imitated the background effect in the Max Headroom DVN movie appearances. There was no audio, only a buzzing noise. The hijack was stopped after engineers at WGN switched the frequency of their studio link to the John Hancock Center transmitter. Left square bracket to right square bracket. The incident left sports anchor Dan Ron flustered, saying, "Well, if you're wondering what happened, so am I." Left square bracket 3 right square bracket. Later that night, around 11:15 p.m., during a broadcast of the Doctor Who serial Horror of Fang Rock, PBS station WTTW Channel 11, a signal was hijacked using the same video that was broadcast during the WGN-TV hijack, this time with distorted audio. Left square bracket 1 right square bracket. The person in the Max Headroom mask appeared, as before, this time saying, "That does it. He's a freaking nerd," before laughing and jeering. "Yeah, I think I'm better than Chuck Swirsky. Freaking liberal." Left square bracket 3 right square bracket. The unidentified man continued to utter random phrases, including New Coke's advertising slogan "Catch the Wave," while holding a Pepsi can. Max Headroom was a Coca-Cola spokesperson at the time, then tossing the can down and making an obscene gesture with a rubber extension over his middle finger. The gesture was cut off at the bottom of the screen due to the close-up of the camera, then retrieving the Pepsi can and saying "Your love is fading," before removing the rubber extension. Then began humming the theme song to Clutch Cargo, and stating that he had made a giant masterpiece for all the greatest world newspaper nerds. The call letters WGN are an abbreviation for World's Greatest Newspaper, in reference to the Tribune Company's Chicago Tribune. He then held up a glove, said "My brother is wearing the other one," and put the glove on. He then took the glove off, adding that it was dirty. The picture suddenly cut over to a shot of the man's lower torso. His buttocks were exposed, and he was holding the now removed mask up to the camera, while being spanked with a flizwitter by an unidentified accomplice wearing a dress, as the man exclaimed, "They're coming to get me." The transmission then blacked out and cut off, and the hijack was over after about 90 seconds. Left square bracket 3 right square bracket WTTW, which maintains its transmitter atop the then Sears Tower, found that its engineers were unable to stop the hijacker. According to station spokesman Anders Jakob, technicians monitoring the transmission attempted to take corrective measures, but couldn't. Left square bracket 4 right square bracket. By the time our people began looking into what was going on, it was over, he told the Chicago Tribune. WTTW was able to find copies of the hijackers telecast with the help of Dr. Fens, who had been taping the show. Left square bracket to right square bracket WTTW and WGN-TV joined the dough as victims of broadcast signal intrusion. Left square bracket 5 right square bracket. The Max Headroom incident made national headlines and was reported in the CBS Evening News the next day. Not long after the incident, WOMAC TV humorously inserted clips of the hijacking into a newscast during Mark Giangreco's sports highlights. A lot of people thought it was for real, the pirate cutting into our broadcast. We got all kinds of calls about it, said Giangreco. Left square bracket 6 right square bracket.